Okay, this is science project number 3, and I need to show you this because I am getting the feeling that you're going off in the wrong direction. Again, I'm feeding this from a single Sec 18X exciter through an L3 into a beaker of water that has a small copper tape ring around the water. You can see the 48 leads on that board and the AV plug here that just goes down and touches the water. But here's some more I need to show you. I'm going to take this simple AV plug in red lead again, and here's a nice thick aluminum block, fairly heavy mass, and I'm going to set it here and put the AV plug up against it like when I do it down here with the battery. Okay, so now we can say, wow, well, what's the big difference? We're adding an antenna. We are capacitively coupling from this big massive aluminum block into that end metal of that clip, and we are powering our LED. So we put an antenna on there. No, not really. If we take this and turn it this way again, and we'll take a piece of black paper and go down here, and you can see there is no light coming out of that little fella. And so we turn it this way, and we go down there and we look at it, and again there's no light coming from that fella. And we put it back here again on this side of the mast. You see we have all this space between the battery, and we have the LED lighting. Okay, so now if that's an antenna, which it is not, but if that were an antenna and we turned it this way, why couldn't we take the mass and put it this way and get it to work also? No light coming out of it that way. Well, then let's turn it this way, and we'll actually set it back in the middle here and put it that way so that we say we're doing it the same way, only we're perpendicular, or we're parallel instead of perpendicular. And again, you can see there's no light. Now there you've got to consider exactly what is taking place here, because before you start trying to explain this as an RF wave coming off of that battery, you need to explore the ramifications of adding a large mass in between there. Also, if we take it like this, and I'll take it and get another mass here, and we'll add this mass like that, no light. So what happens if we put this mass here, and we put this mass, oh, that's got paint on that side, put this mass here and put the LED here? Interesting. Not quite as bright, but it does work. So let's move it a little bit closer. There we go. So now we have the battery, space, mass, space, and at last our probe. So I hope you don't consider that we just have a transverse wave coming off of this guy and that's going to be the answer to it. I think this should pretty much explain that to you. And you can see out here it's not working at all. Well, very dimly. Put it there. Bring the... Oh, yes, of course. Watch this. If I touch the mass, okay, you see that I'm killing the signal. Okay, that's enough for number 3. I hope that leads you a little farther in the right direction.